God and Man. Guideposts for Spiritual Peace and Awakening. Written by Masahisa Goi. Chapter 5. Part 2. How to Overcome Karma. Karmic causalities are continuous waves that flow from lifetime to lifetime. From far, far back in time. They are not something that exists in the physical body during only one lifetime of 50 or 60 years or so. Furthermore, each individual's physical circumstances, disease, happiness, unhappiness, seldom arise as manifestations of thoughts conceived during the preceding 2 or 3 years. A person whom everyone regards as a fine, honorable person might be unfortunate, and a person who seems to be bad from any point of view might enjoy a good fortune that others envy. The examples of this are too numerous to mention. Thus, we cannot simply accuse and judge others. Human beings have many different kinds of thought patterns, varying with the karmic causes of the individual. A's good way of living cannot necessarily be imitated by B, and the good things that B can do easily cannot be done by A. If 100 people write a letter or a line, it will be written in 100 different ways. If 1,000 people write it, it will be written in 1,000 different ways. But while some people have thought patterns that are vastly different from those of other people, there are also people whose thought patterns are very similar to each other's. This is called the analogy of thought. In other words, people's karmic causes are compatible or incompatible. For example, one person might wonder why another does not read a certain instructive book, and might regard the other as inferior for not reading the book that has been recommended. But it is a mistake to look down on someone over something like that. It is also a mistake for a person who thinks that the music of Bach or Beethoven is truly wonderful to despise other people only because they are indifferent to it, and enjoy popular songs instead. Among those who at present are devout followers of a given faith, there are some whose zeal derives from egoistic motives. On the other hand, there also are people who seem indifferent to spiritual questions now, but whose hearts are burning with pure love. One's true worth cannot be measured only by one's speech and behavior that are now being manifested in this world of forms and shapes. In view of this, my method is to give each person the most appropriate guidance for him or her, based on the principles and laws that I will explain next. In this present world, the thoughts, feelings and experiences contained in the subconscious and conscious mind are circulating in turn. What has been thought in the conscious mind is all recorded, just as it is in the subconscious mind, the mind of the subconscious body. The recorded thoughts rise to the surface mind, or consciousness, as memory, and sometimes directly manifest themselves in one's speech and behavior. Then the manifested speech and behavior are recorded once again in the subconscious. This kind of circulating movement creates each person's future circumstances. It is important to first know this principle, and then to recognize the work of the guardian spirits who are making adjustments in the subconscious recordings that project each person's future. Otherwise, one cannot improve other people's lives.